Hey, hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this particular video, we'll try to understand how to convert a list into a data frame. Alright, so for beginners who do not know what a list is a popular data type in Python, which is used to store multiple values within it. Okay, so if you have any confusion and if you want to learn more about list, I would suggest you to watch my previous video in this series where I have made quite a lot of videos regarding list. Alright, so now let's try to understand what a data frame is. Okay, a data frame is a two-dimensional labeled data structure with columns of potentially different types. Okay, so you can imagine data frame as a table, a relational table with rows and columns. Right, so this data frame is very much popular in the data analysis world, where this is very much useful for people to actually visualize it in a tabular form to for data analysis, for any data cleansing purposes. Data frame is very much helpful. All right, so let's see how to convert this list into a data frame. Right, there are many ways in which you can convert this list into a data frame. Like popular methods are using a zip method. You can even convert a list into a dictionary and then into a data frame. Okay, but in this video we'll just focus on very traditional way of doing it. Okay, well, let's try to understand how we can use a data frame, how we can use a data frame method in pandas to convert a list into a data frame. All right, so let's begin. So first we will import pandas as pd. So pandas library is a very powerful library in Python, which is mostly used for data analysis purpose. Okay, so we have a data frame function called data frame in pandas library, which will actually help you to convert this list into a data frame. Okay, let's see this one by one. First we'll try to create a list 1 equal to let's call it as Python tells and Scala. We have list of programming languages, and then R, and we'll have Java, we'll have C#. Okay, so these are the list of programming languages, and I want to convert this list into a data frame. Okay, so we have an inbuilt method called data frame in pandas library. Okay, so data frame. Okay, so it will be like we have imported as pd, right? So pd dot data frame. So one thing to notice, like here my d is capital and f is capital, so this is case sensitive, so I would suggest you to be more careful when you use data frame method. Okay, so and then we'll just try to store it into a variable called df so that it will be easy for us to print, and we'll pass the actual list1 comma index equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, so this index is not mandatory. If you leave it, like, it would try to print your values with index starting from 0, whereas I want to make my data frame look more prettier and have a decent structure, so I am adding a index value here starting from 1, and then I will pass the columns. Okay, columns equal to what we can call the column names as like programming language. Let's call it as programming language. All right, so now let me print this data frame. Let me run this. Here it is. Okay, so here my data frame is printed. So you can see the index started from 1 up to 5, and we have a column name called programming language, which we have provided here, and the column and the programming languages are listed one by one across that index. Okay, this is a very simplest way of converting a simple list into a data frame. Okay, so now by the visualization you can understand data frame is more like a tabular form, like in the form of rows and columns, which will be easy for you to understand how the data is, and it can be used for a lot of other purposes too. All right, so this is a very basic way. Let's look at another way, let's try to pass multi-dimension list. Okay, so here we have a very simple list, right, with collection of programming languages, whereas we'll try to add multi-dimension list which has number of people enrolled for this programming languages to be learned. Okay, so let me add a value called 100. Okay, so 100 people have enrolled to learn Python, and then for Scala let's say 200, and then for R let's say 78, and for Java we have 45, and for C# we'll have 75. Okay, so here it is. So this is an example of multi-dimensional list. Okay, so I have a list of programming languages and the number of people enrolled to learn that programming language. Okay, so what I can do is, so I'm gonna follow the same step here, where data frame equal to pd pandas pd dot data frame, and I pass the original list and the index to let the index remain same. Whereas in the columns field, you can see I've just passed only programming language here, right? So if we can pass other value to, like number of people enrolled. Okay, all right, here it is. So now you can see there's another column added called number of people enrolled against that particular programming language. Okay, so this is how you convert a multi-dimensional list into a data frame. Okay, so this is what I want to show as part of this video, guys. So I hope you guys understood how to convert a list into a data frame. I would suggest you to try other ways and see, and tell me if is there any more effective method than this, and then which will actually benefit a lot of our viewers. All right, so that's all what I want to cover as part of this video, guys. In case if you like this video, please subscribe and follow my channel. Thank you.